Not quite a year yet. Oh. 3 years May. Oh, he is now a little horse. A Labradoodle female, so she'll probably be a little bit smaller.
They're still both going to be nuts, though.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. All right, let's get this show on the road. It's a little bit after 6. We gave everybody enough time. Haven't heard about a wreck on Paseo. Did anybody? Okay. If there's a wreck on Paseo, we wait a couple minutes. But no wreck, we're good to go. So, managing allergies naturally. You know, every time spring hits, people always talk about my allergies are killing me. My allergies are driving me crazy. What are allergies? Anybody got any ideas?
It's an overreaction by your body to pollen.
Yeah, but your body's trying to accomplish something, okay? We'll talk about that in just a second, but it doesn't just happen for no reason. It's an overreaction, but some people don't have allergies. So it's not the allergen that's the problem. It's our body's inability to deal with it the best way we can. Does that make sense? So, because if pollen caused allergies, everybody would have allergies. Just plain and simple. But we don't, okay? So we're going to look at some of the causes, some of the ways to deal with allergies naturally, some things we might not want to mess with, let things do their job. We want to find ways to do that without just chemically bombing your body into submission. Okay? If you turn off the mucus producing membranes for 8 hours, when they wake up, guess what they're going to do? They're going to make up for time, lost time. They got 8 hours of snot producing to make up for, and it's going to happen. It's going to pour out of you like pouring water out of a jug, all right? But to show our appreciation for everybody showing up tonight, we've got our gift as usual. Please use these gifts. It's an opportunity to get somebody healthy again. Somebody told you about chiropractic, tell somebody else. Give them an opportunity to come in. With these gift certificates we're giving you, they can at least come in and get checked at no cost. Even if they don't sign up, they can find out if there's a problem or not. And if there is no problem, whoo, hallelujah. If there is a problem, we caught it early. Hallelujah. So it's a win-win, okay? We'll be talking more about that at the end. So seasonal allergies, hay fever, allergic rhinitis. Our immune system overreacts to the allergens in the air. And boy, do we have allergens in the air in Albuquerque. That wind kicks up and I can't see the mountain from my house. Man, oh man, that's some serious allergies. And Kathleen and I were talking earlier. Who knows what's in that stuff? I will guarantee you there's radioactive material from when they tested the bomb down at White Sands 80 years ago. Okay, I know there is. There's got to be. But there's everything in the world. Who knows how many dead animals' bodies are in that dust, man, from the last 3,000 years. It's everything, okay? And it's not just allergies, it's not just pollen. It's dirt, it's dust, it's dead bugs, dead mites, you name it. It's in that dust, man. It's in everything. It's nasty stuff. Mold, we don't have a big problem with mold around here, but sometimes if the house gets wet, we get that black mold in the house, you got to really be careful with that stuff. Get it out of there. That could be dangerous. So allergens trigger the release of histamine, leads to inflammation and symptoms like sneezing, nasal congestion, and itchy eyes. Why is your nose get runny? What's your body trying to do?
It's trying to push out the allergens.
Flush it out. Flush it out. Get it out of there, okay? It's our hypersensitivity to the allergen so it comes down to our body not functioning correctly. If our body functions correctly, we don't have any issues with it. When I was a kid, before I got into chiropractic care, I lived on Allerest and that kind of stuff every day in the summertime. I had hay fever. I couldn't function. I literally could not function. I started getting adjusted at the age of 18, and it took a good 4 years for my body to get to the point where I didn't have any more allergy issues. So it takes time for your body to heal. And then when I moved out here, a new environment, didn't bother me near as bad as it did other people, okay? Thankfully, we have cedar and what's that other one, juniper. We got those in Georgia too, so I was already used to those. But some of the pine stuff, it's rough. It's rough. So I didn't have too bad of a time when I moved out here. But lived on Allerest, got under care. Took time, but my body was able to cycle through and get done with that stuff, okay? I still get sneezes occasionally. You know, you inhale 15 pounds of dirt walk into your car. It's hard not to. All right. It's in my eyes, it's my ears, it's everywhere, right? Those nasty days. Okay. But histamine causes constriction of the airways. It impairs your hearing. The eyes get red and watery, rashes, hives, all of this stuff. It's because of that histamine response. That's why when the medical approach to this is what? Which drug? Antihistamines. We want to stop those histamines from working the way they're supposed to. Well, those histamines, your body's trying to accomplish something with this, and we can't just stop it. We turn off those things for a long time, they come back on, they're going to make up time. So the top 5 triggers: trees, grasses, and weeds, particularly high during the spring, is pollen, mold spores. We don't have a lot of mold out here. Dust mites found in bedding, carpets, and furniture. We have everything in the air here except mold. There's just not a lot of mold. Thank goodness. It's nasty stuff. Man, in Georgia was so humid that that mold smell was there all the time. You know, people put pine straw in their flower beds and stuff. Mold will grow underneath it. So you come out and you just smell that moldy, mildewy junk. Don't get that here. I don't miss that at all. That's a nice thing. Seasonal allergies calendar. This is March, so we're dealing with tree pollen. We got April. Well, we still got tree pollen. We got flower pollen, grass pollen, all the way up through May and June. It's just here all the time. There's always something going on. A little bit of something for everyone. Okay, so we got to be able to deal with this stuff year round, not just during pollen season. And the answer is not to dry up your mucous membranes with chemicals. Common symptoms: trouble breathing, itching, sneezing, runny nose, headache, watery eyes, hives, or rash. Everybody's been there. Everybody had those with allergies? I have. Okay. Like I said, I couldn't function when I was a kid. Drove me crazy. Natural remedies: local honey and lemon in warm tea. That local honey is made from what? Bees make it. Pollen. So that local honey, the local honey will get that pollen into your system, give your body ability to fight it. Okay, very, very good. People always recommend local honey no matter where you live. The quercetin in apples, onions, broccoli, and citrus fruit. It's generally in the peel, so don't peel that apple. That's where the good stuff is. Herbal teas. I'm not a big herbal tea fan, but darn if they don't work. They make you feel better. Ginger tea especially. You know, you get a nice hot cup of ginger tea. It cleans out those sinuses in a natural type of way. Okay, like eucalyptus, all those things. The idea is to try and get the body to flush more. All right. Saline nasal rinse. That's my favorite. This thing right here. I'll tell you what. You can use the neti pots. Everybody know what a neti pot is? Okay. You can use those. Don't use them in the kitchen. Don't ask me how I know that, but just don't use them in the kitchen. Okay. Because they make a heck of a mess. Best to do it in the shower with the water running and you wearing nothing. Otherwise, it's trust me. But this thing, I love this thing. I've got one of these. There's a salt pack that fits in the top here. You fill this upper reservoir with water. You crack that salt pack in there. It makes the saline solution. It's got 2 nozzles, one in each nose. It pushes the water in one and sucks it out of the other and puts it into that bottom reservoir there. You will get things out of your head that have been there since first grade. Okay? I'm deadly serious when I say that. It is amazing. The stuff you get. Oh my gosh. But the thing is, because of that salt water, it's a buffered saltwater solution. It doesn't feel like you're shooting pool water up your nose. You know, that chlorine thing. You can't even feel the water. All right? But do it at body temperature. That's wonderful. Oh my gosh. And you can do this 10 times in a row if you need to. You're not stopping the body from doing anything. You're flushing out the dirt, the pollen, the dead bugs, the radioactive stuff from 1945. You're flushing it all out. And that's the whole idea behind these. Yeah.
I've always avoided those because I figured I'm flushing out good stuff too.
Well, the stuff you're flushing out is the snot.
Yeah.
And the pollen.
Don't we have to have some
Oh yeah, but it's not like you're drying it up or anything. Okay. The mucus production goes back into effect, but if you've rinsed all the allergens out of there, the mucus production doesn't kick in as hard after you're done cleaning it out.
They say you shouldn't use it without the saline though, because people have just done it with seawater and ended up with fungus.
Right. Right.
Stuff that could kill you.
Right.
You have to use the saline with it.
Use the saline. I like to use distilled water also. Now I've got well water at my house, and I got a really good well, so I can use that. But if I'm not at home, I can use the distilled water. Distilled water. So, but I'm telling you, folks, this thing right here, man, I swear by it. I recommend it to everybody. If you go buy one, they're $100, and you can buy an extra box of the salt packs. It comes with 20 or 30, something like that. But buy an extra box of it.
What's it called?
It's called a Navage. I'm sorry, Navage. Navage. Sounds
I did
like.
it last night.
Did you?
Twice.
Yeah, I did last night too. It really is, whew, man. And it's not. If you've been sanding drywall, well, it works real well for that too. Get that white dust out of there. Whatever goes in, it flushes out. It flushes out. It's kind of weird to get used to. It takes a little bit. You gotta kind of close the back of your throat off when it's circulating, but otherwise it'll kind of gurgle down your throat a little bit. But you'll get it figured out 1 or 2 times, and you're golden. You're good to do it from there on out. Okay.
Yeah. You have to hold it, like in the picture.
It's got to be level. It's got to be dead level. You got to hold that thing level.
In the picture, it looks like it's just in midair.
Yeah.
You gotta hold it.
That's a good point. I like to hold it level, so I usually do it in front of the mirror so I can watch the water level. You don't want it to tilt forward or backwards, but it's right at eye level. It's right there. So if you don't have one, get one. Oh my goodness. Sheila swears by it. I swear by it. Anybody else got one? Oh, guys, come on. You got to get one. Well, now you have. CVS carries them. Walmart carries them. Walgreens, all those places. They all carry them. Well worth. It's the best $100 I've ever spent. Man, when you got that nose full of stuff and you need it out of there, oh. And you, like I say, you can do it 5 times in a row. You'll still get stuff out, which is just stunning. but you get less and less each time. Eventually, it starts to run pretty clear, and then you're good.
When I got mine, it came with a card to get a free thing to stand it on.
Yeah.
It's like a stand.
Yeah, I got one of those too.
So you can wash it out.
Yeah.
Right on the stand, and it holds the little salt packets.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Highly recommended. Highly recommended.
Where's all the gunk go? Into the bottom.
In the bottom, your rinse water goes here. It goes in one side, out the other, and into that thing there, that bottom reservoir. And if you're easily offended by floating things, don't look.
You don't like it.
Don't look. Get over it or don't look. Because there will be floating things. Jellyfish. Looks like jellyfish.
Do you have to use bleach to clean it afterwards?
No, that's not a good idea. No, no ammonia, no bleach. No. You rinse it out and just let it dry. You'll be fine.
No.
Okay. Yeah. I don't use soap to clean. I use hot water, and and circulate it, run it pretty hard and run it through there, shake it up real good. That cleans out everything because nothing is attaching to the inside of that reservoir. It's all floaties. So.
Yeah,
But-
and it's important that the water be room
Body-
temperature or body temperature.
Body
I mean.
temperature.
Body temperature.
Yeah.
So if you put your finger in it, it just kind of feels like a finger.
Mm-hmm. Yep. But get one. You will not be upset. Right? Better than an neti pot. Better than a neti pot. Okay. Managing stress, mindful practices, the usual deep breathing exercises and meditation. These help our body relax. All those constricted things in our lungs, that's going to help relax. All of that stuff. It reduces stress. Stress aggravates allergic reactions. So we want to stay away from that as much as we can. Regular exercise, walking, swimming, and yoga. Okay. Time in nature after it rains, which never here. Never here, but when it does, and you can walk outside and you can smell it clean. You know, that's just a really good smell. And that's a good time to go. But if you have to wear a mask, wear one. If it's those really nasty, sandy, windy, blowy days, put a mask on. Put a mask on. That's what masks are really good at. Not so good at viruses. Viruses are smaller than the holes in the mask, so it's like putting up a chain link fence to keep mosquitoes out of your yard. But with the dirt and stuff, the masks are plenty good. Okay, but don't be afraid to try and block that stuff out of there because it's gunky. Oof. Man, those windy days, I hate those. Sleeping tips: keep allergens out. Wash your sheets and pillowcases and everything hot water once a week. More if you need to. Okay. Hypoallergenic pillows and mattress covers. Get those covers that don't let things stick to them. All right. Keep pets out of the bedroom. God, this is tough, man. This is tough. But when they go out, they're going to get covered. So when they do come back in, before you go to bed, wipe them down real well with the wet something or other. Just trying to get some of that stuff off of them because it will end up in your bed and in your face. Okay? That's just the way dogs are. They're big magnets for this stuff. Okay? That's the tough part. Everybody got dogs? Who's got dogs? You got cats. Okay. Yeah. I like dogs. Dogs are good, but they can tear you up in the bed if they come in from outside with all that crap on them. A dusty day, the windy days, oh, geez, all over the house. HEPA air filters, trap allergens in your bedroom. Replace them regularly. There's different levels of filters. Get the highest level you can. We just got a new air conditioner last year, and the guy told me I had those electromagnetic. What am I trying to say? They're positively charged filters.
Ionic one.
Yeah, and he said you don't need those. He said all you need is just a good HEPA rated filter. Change it once a year. I change it twice just to be on the safe side, just because we got a lot of dust, but it works out very well. The ones I had were the ones you flush out with the water with a hose. Yeah, he said they don't let enough air through.
We just bought a new one and we burnt something and you can hear it kick on, like to process the air better. That's great.
Yeah.
It made a big difference.
Yeah, they really do. They really do, especially on spring days when the winds, you can't see the mountain. And as usual, avoid screens an hour before bedtime. Blue light disrupts your sleep cycle, so the more you can calm down and sleep, the less that histamine reaction is going to be bothering you. Okay. Just wind down. Don't go work out and come home and go to bed. That's not going to work. Okay. But all these things will affect your body's ability to respond to the allergens and cause you problems. Boosting immune defense. Nutrient-dense foods with vitamins A, C, E, zinc, and selenium. That's grains and vegetables and nuts and all those good things. Okay. Stay hydrated, water, herbal teas and broths. Probiotics. Probiotics are wonderful for allergies. Oh my gosh. We get that from the fermented vegetables. That's the sauerkrauts and that type of thing. Yogurt, kefir, all those things. So here's what the probiotics do. They increase the type 1 immune response. They increase T regulatory function. That's the cells that fight infection. Okay. They decrease inflammation. They decrease infection, and they decrease the type 2 immune response. So probiotics just make your body function better. You hear all the time, it's the gut biome is the important thing. Very, very important to keep that thing lived up. So if we use antibiotics, we've really got to repair the gut biome, and that's where we start hitting the fermented vegetables and that type of thing. Okay, because antibiotics will just wipe out your gut biome in a heartbeat. Okay. Chiropractic care is often overlooked. What chiropractic does, it reduces nervous system stress. It improves sinus drainage. Anybody ever notice that when you get adjusted, all of a sudden your sinuses will drain better? Okay. And promotes overall balance. We get the body functioning correctly. We're better able to deal with that histamine response and not over respond to it. Okay. So it's one more thing we can do to make sure that our bodies function correctly so that we can deal with this stuff. It's not that big of a deal to deal with if we do it right. Flush it out of there, keep it clean, keep your body working the best you can. We do better. The human body can heal itself as long as there's no interference. It's really simple, guys. It's really simple. Okay? Key takeaways. Allergies don't have to control your spring. Natural remedies are good. Managing stress and getting quality sleep are crucial for keeping that immune system strong so it functions correctly. Eating nutrient-dense foods and staying hydrated, absolutely vital. That's important not just with allergies, but with everything, right? With everything. Chiropractic care enhances your body's ability to manage allergies by optimizing nerve system function. Okay? So by getting here and getting adjusted, you are keeping your body functioning the best that it can. And things work better. And the body's better able to heal itself. Can I make that any simpler? It's really simple. It really is. Any questions? None? I did that good? I don't believe that. Dennis, you don't have any questions? You've always got questions. I love Dennis. Dennis is one of my favorites. There's always the guy that, I got a question, you know, and it's usually.
How do you feel about antihistamine?
I'm not a fan. That's the ones if you take them, you turn off that snot response, and if you turn it off for 8 hours, when it starts back up, it's making up for lost time, baby. You got a mucus mess on your hands.
And you get sinus infections.
Yes, absolutely.
What about eye
Absolutely.
drops?
Yeah.
Like specific ones for allergy season or just regular?
I don't like the ones that have the antihistamine stuff in them. I use that stuff, Systane.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
My doctor told me to use Pataday.
Either one.
It works pretty well.
They all do the same kind of thing. You want to flush the eye out and you want to kind of coat it. Some of them are a little bit, after you put them in, it's a little bit foggy for a minute because it's kind of like putting olive oil in your eyes. But
Well, no, I asked because my eyes are bothering me right now, and I don't know if it's allergies or just looking at the computer all day long.
that could help. Do you have blue blockers on your glasses? Okay. Want some
Not
drops?
these ones,
Want some
but
drops?
my computer ones. That's okay.
Okay.
My God.
Yeah, always get the blue blockers on the glasses. These are blue blockers. I had my cataracts done, and these are basically magnifiers with blue blockers. I don't need.
You know, but if the allergies that are bothering your eyes,
Mm-hmm.
like what do you do about your eyes?
You got to be careful. My eye doctor told me to stay away from stuff like Visine because it constricts the vessels. You don't want to constrict the vessels to your eyes, so that's just not a good thing to do. But just a flush. Have you seen those? I've got one back here in my office. Those little eye cups. You fill up with like saline solution, stick it in your eye, and throw your head back and blink a few times. Boy, that flushes things out really nice too. Flushing is the key word. Get it out of there. Get it out of there. Those little. You ever see those pollen grains on high magnification? They got little spikes and all kinds of stuff that stick into things and don't let go. Man, they're nasty. Juniper is one of the worst. Really nasty stuff. That was one of the problems with that COVID vaccine. It had, or COVID virus. It's got those spikes sticking out of it that grab onto stuff. And those were lab manufactured. There's no doubt about that. But anything spiky like that sticks into soft tissue, the mucus, not the cells themselves, and just hang on. And that's when the body says, "Whoa, we got an invader," and it starts to flush everything out. So, kick up the snot production. Snot's good stuff.
Kathy uses Refresh.
Mhm.
Is that the same thing as Visine, or is that?
That's more for contacts.
Yeah, that's a wetting solution. You want a wetting solution.
Okay, so it's a safe one.
Yeah, if something says it makes red eyes disappear, you probably don't want it. Okay. No, snot's good. Snot's good stuff. Your own's okay. someone else you touch, you'd wipe it off on flaming wood if you had to, but your own, it's not bad. It's good stuff. There's a
That thing, if I could see it, it would be.
well, then wrap it up in duct tape or something.
I'd be like, I need my, bowl next to me if I'm gonna do that and see it. It's awful. I can't even do my kids' like clean my kids' stuff.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
That happened after Daniel, my 12-year-old.
Mm-hmm.
Just can't. If I have to look at it, I can't even like.
A nurse friend of mine is like that with throw up. Oh God, she's out the door. Some people,
She's a nurse.
yeah, that's in a neonatal intensive care unit. So it's like,
I'm like that now, but when I was a CNA, that's what didn't bother me.
yeah,
It was just another day.
yeah.
Dirty
Well,
diapers.
she cannot handle throw up.
I think the worst thing was somebody going through alcohol.
Withdrawal.
Yeah, that's
Oh.
the thing I couldn't handle. It was just the smell and
Yeah, they're throwing up bile and everything else.
that was hard. But everything else.
Mm-mm-mm. But your own snot's okay. It's good stuff. But get it out of there if it's making too much. It gets to the point where you can't breathe. Flush it. That's the key. Eyes, nose, ears. Don't go digging in your ears. Get some of that stuff you put in there and it softens it up and it runs out. Okay. No more questions? Anybody got a good story about allergies? Snot? Everybody's got a good snot story somewhere. I'm sorry? Good.
He's never had allergies. He's never had a headache.
Oh, your immune system.
Until this happened, he hardly ever got sick.
Well, we're getting the
He's
vertigo.
twice in his whole life.
We're getting the vertigo back under control. That's a good thing. That's a good thing.
It's like my 29-year-old. He's been sick twice that I can think of. When he was a baby, ear infections all the time. As soon as he hit about 7, he doesn't get sick. He's been hit by cars. He doesn't get injured. It's crazy. He's like
How's his allergies?
Good.
Good. No snot?
No.
Oh, that's good.
No, he's easy.
That's good.
He called me once as an adult. Mom, I've never been sick before. I don't know what to do. I was like, okay, go do this, go do this.
Get some soup. Get some.
And then I rubbed it in that he was sick because he likes to rub into all of us.
Oh yeah.
when
Oh
we're
yeah.
sick.
Oh, yeah. Mr. Big Shot. Huh? Mr. Big Shot. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I never get sick until I do, and then the world's coming to an end. So, thank you all for coming. I appreciate it. Again, we've got our vouchers back here. Save you $1,250 on your care plan. Man, if I found $1,200 sitting on the floor, I'd pick it up. But even if you're not interested in getting under care, at least get checked so we can see if there's anything going on. So please use it. Okay, just get checked. Yeah. But please use it. Pass them along to someone in your life that needs chiropractic care. Like I say, somebody told you about it, and if you pass that information along and you help somebody get a better quality of life, you can sleep good every night knowing you've done something good. So please use them, pass them along. That's why we give those out. Okay. Some of you should have 4 or 5 laying around the house by now. Okay? Give them out. Give them out to folks. Don't hoard them. Give them out. That's my card. You got the vouchers? You got the vouchers at home too?
Those are at home. We
Okay.
don't carry those,
All right.
but I carry
Thank you.
this.
Thank you. Everybody's welcome to carry a stack of cards like John too.
Don't we tell people that how you're different than other chiropractors?
We do corrective care. Okay. There's 2 kinds of chiropractic care, or 2 approaches, I should say. Excuse me. The first is what I call quick pop. Okay. Quick pop is places like the joint, that kind of thing. With quick pop, you wait till something hurts. You go to the joint, the office, where however people practice. You go in, you get a couple quick pops, adjustments, and you disappear till it hurts again. 2 months later, you're back in again because it's hurting again because the problem never went away. And you get a couple quick pops, it feels better, you leave. So Lather, rinse, repeat. That just goes on for years. If this is where you're supposed to be in function, you'll start to hurt right about here, let's say. Okay, down here is room temperature. Don't want to be there. So as the point you start to hurt, Quick Pop will get you back to here where it stops hurting. Okay. Now, at that point, if you stop going in, which direction do you think this is going to go? It's going to go back that way again, right? It's not going to keep getting better because nothing's been done to do that. So it'll go back again. And a lot of people spend a whole lot of time just doing this, back and forth, okay? And the problem with that is it doesn't fix anything. I always liken it to a dentist putting clove oil on a cavity. You go to the dentist, tooth hurts a little bit. Oh, you got a cavity. That's hurting. Oh, let me make the pain go away. Put a little clove oil on there, cavity's gone, or the pain's gone. Cavity still there? Yeah. We didn't do any favors by turning the pain off, did we? Because the cavity's still there and it's still getting worse, even though it feels okay. All right. So with what I do is corrective care. My goal is to get you, I want to get you back here pretty quick where it stops hurting, right? But I also want to get you back to this point here where it's corrected. Okay. If we get it back to that point, and if I never have to see you again, hallelujah. Okay. But some of us lead crazy lifestyles. We do dumb things. I'm the king of stupid crap on the weekends. So, I need more wellness care than somebody who doesn't have any of those stupid things on their list that they do. If I don't come back with blood on me, I didn't have a good time. Okay. So that's the corrective care. We want to get you all the way back there. And that's what we do the testing for. Our testing is designed to find out where you are on this scale. And once we know where you're at, I know what it takes to get you back here, but I need a way to measure when you get there. Okay, otherwise we're guessing. Now, I'm doing this 47 years. I'm a really good guesser. Oh my Lord, I'm the best guesser in chiropractic there is. But if I can eliminate guesswork in favor of objective measurement with the testing, I want to measure when you get back there. I don't want to guess. Okay, so corrective care is a whole lot different than Quick Pop. All right, a whole lot different. You can use chiropractic as an aspirin, okay, and as such, it's pretty good. It doesn't kill 30,000 people a year through renal failure like aspirin does, all right? But you can use it for deeper health benefits as well. You can use religion as a Sunday morning fashion show, or you can use it to meet deeper spiritual needs, okay? Same thing with chiropractic. You can use it to meet just feel-good stuff, okay? Or you can use it to fix the problem so it doesn't keep coming back. I don't want to see my patients 3 days a week for the rest of their life. I'd like to get them down to once a week, once every couple of weeks. Now, our lifestyle is going to determine what that rate is, okay? I get checked and adjusted twice a week. Most people do fine once a week, once every couple of weeks. I get twice a week. I got a physical job, and I do stupid crap on the weekends, okay? So if I'm not getting thrown off mountain bikes, I'm getting dragged across the desert by hot air balloons or something. It usually involves cactus and pain. So if I'm going to do that, I have to expose myself to more opportunity to get checked. If you get a job as a candy taster, once a year ain't going to cut it at the dentist, right? We got to step it up a little bit. So that's the difference between what I do. Does that make sense? We go for correction rather than just feel good.
I was talking with somebody that they go to a chiropractor. I don't know who or what kind, but they just do a quick adjustment, don't say anything. They want to find out more, but the person just shoves them out of the office.
If any
doctor say that you teach and you explain.
I tell my patients, if any doctor, and I put myself at the top of that list, ever blows off one of your questions or just doesn't answer it with, well, John's so complicated, you wouldn't understand it. Just trust me. Don't get up and walk out of that office. Get up and run. And kick them in the shins before you go so they can't chase you.
I've already given them a card.
Yeah.
For it to come.
No, I don't care if you're the best doctor in the world. If you don't let the patient, if you can't make the patient understand what's going on with them, they don't need you. You don't need that guy. I don't care who they are. But no, you've got to ask questions. That's your responsibility to yourself. My responsibility to you is to answer it. And if I don't know the answer, I'll be the first to say, hell, I don't know. Let's see if we can find an answer. Let's see if we can find it together. Okay. But the latest thing that's out there now, and tell me if you guys anybody heard of this. Somebody goes in, they got something going on. Well, it's effects of long-term COVID. That's the latest. I don't know what the hell the answer is, but here's my answer. It is. It's effect of long-term COVID. That's what you say. It's like, it's arthritis. I don't know what the answer is. You don't diagnose arthritis by the patient saying, well, my thumb's sore. There's testing you got to do. There's blood work. There's lots of things. But it's long-term COVID. That makes me want to just beat somebody. It's a stupid answer. It's a stupid answer.
Especially if you never had COVID.
Hello. So it's one of those answers you give when you don't know what the answer is. And that's a sad situation. I'd rather somebody say, I don't know. Let's figure it out. It's a lot better than, it's long-term COVID. Just go on about your way. It'll be fine. Got to learn to live with it. Crap. Pure crap. So, I agree. But don't, if any doctor ever tells you that, don't even say goodbye. Just get up and leave. If I do it, smack me in the head before you go.
Before we kick you in the shins.
Yeah, before you kick me in the shins, because I promise I would never, ever say that to somebody.
I notice it more with specialized doctors.
Mhm.
Tend to have more of that.
Yeah.
I know what I'm talking about. You should just believe me.
Yeah. No, you should learn how to communicate to human beings.
Yeah.
It's a simple process. It really is. It's really easy. It's really easy to tell people what's going on. And I love it. I'll talk all day about it. You guys know that. Hell, I'll talk all day long about it. But no, you don't let anybody blow you off. And if they won't answer the question, leave. Just leave. Don't tell them I'm leaving. Don't say anything. Just go. Get out of there. They don't deserve to have a practice. That's how much I feel about it. So, and I know chiropractors like that. I know medical doctors like that too. The nurse practitioner I go to, she found out real quick, I'm going to ask questions. I'm part of this. This is something you're doing to me. This is something we're working on together. Same with you guys. I'm not doing stuff to you. We're working on all this stuff together. Okay? Good question. Who brought that up? Was that you, John? Yeah, you brought about the friend that needed a chiropractor. Thank you.
Yeah.
Hey, got off in the weeds a little bit, but we're okay. Any more questions? Folks, I truly thank you all for coming tonight. You guys are pretty much my regular crew here. And man, I like to see that. I like to see more people come. Sometimes schedules get in the way and whatnot, but we're trying to make it grow. So next time, bring your friends. Bring husbands with you. Bring kids. Bring everybody with you. Okay? Bring somebody who wants to hear about what's going on.
My wife will get the pictures.
We're working to put these on YouTube so that we can give people a link and they'll be able to go and watch it if they weren't able to get to it and miss it because of work or whatever. So, but I still want you coming. I need an audience. I need a crowd.
What's the next one?
I don't think they've come up with the topic yet. Last month we did the spinal hygiene kits and everything. So that will be for a couple of months. I don't know, but we'll find out.
I got my pillow yesterday.
Did you?
Yes.
Okay.
I was too tired to even bother with it last night, though, so it's still in the box.
Don't
But
leave,
it
don't
came-
leave, and I'll show you how to use it. Did we always show you how? Okay, good. All right, folks, thank you much. Appreciate you. Take some cheese, take some fruit,
I'm not a
take
master
something with you.
Rob. It's gonna take some.
What? Yeah.
It's gonna take some getting used to.
It does. And you're going to call me names. You're going to call the pillow names. You're going to say bad words and throw things.
Can I still carry my dog?
Huh?
I said if I use it regularly, can I still carry my dog
Yes.
around?
Yes, indeedy.
I went home. I told my husband, I was like, honey, I got in trouble. And he's like, what'd you do? I was told I was not allowed to carry my 65-pound dog anymore.
Let's get you. Please just Please don't stress it, okay?
I
Don't
won't.
stress it too much.
I know.
All right.
He's just, he's a big baby. He likes to be in my arms.
I know.
I might. He doesn't love me anymore though. Now that he's got a little girlfriend, I come home and he'll say hi to me for a second, but
Yeah.
then he's gone. I'm like, what happened to my little cuddle buddy? My little.
Yeah, but he's not bugging you as much either.
No. Kind of missed the bugging.
I know. I know. And when all of a sudden they're not there, boy, there's an emptiness that's. You guys got your vouchers? Everybody got their vouchers?
Snuck out without them.
I came here in my